Hello everyone, I am Kanchana working in SNS College of Engineering as an assistant professor in the Department of Chemistry. In this video now I am going to see about High Performance Liquid Chromatography HPLC. Introduction. HPLC stands for High Performance Liquid Chromatography, sometimes referred to as High Pressure Liquid Chromatography. High performance liquid chromatography is a powerful tool in analysis. It yields high performance and high speed compared to traditional columns chromatography because of the forcibly pumped mobile phase. HPLC is a chromatographic technique that can be separate a mixture of compounds. It is used in biochemistry and analytical chemistry to identify and quantify and purify the individual components of a mixture. Chromatography, physical method in which separation of compounds takes place between two phases is stationary phase and mobile phase. Stationary phase, the substance on which adsorption of the analyte, the substance to be separated during chromatography takes place. It can be a solid, a gel or solid liquid combination. Mobile phase, solvent which carries the analyte, a liquid or gas. HPLC is a type of liquid chromatography where the sample is forced through a column that is packed with a stationary phase composed of irregularly or spherically shaped particles, a porous monolithic layer or porous membrane by a liquid mobile phase at high pressure. Principle. To understand the principle of HPLC, we must first look at the principle behind liquid chromatography. Liquid chromatography is a separation technique that involves the placement, injection of a small volume of liquid sample into a tube packed with porous particles stationary phase where individual components of the sample are transported along the packed tube column by a liquid moved by gravity. The main principle of separation is adsorption. When a mixture of components are introduced into the column, various chemical and or physical interaction takes place between the sample molecules and the particles of the column packing. They travel according to their relative affinities towards the stationary phase. The component which has more affinity towards the adsorbent travels slower. The component which has less affinity towards the stationary phase travels faster. Since now two components have the same affinity towards the stationary phase, the components are separated. HPLC is a separation technique that involves the injection of a small volume of liquid sample into a tube packed with tiny particles 3 to 5 micron in diameter called the stationary phase. These components are separated from one another by column packing that involves various chemical and or physical interaction between their molecules and the packing particles. These separated components are detected at the exit of this tube by a flow-through device detector that measures their amount. The output from the detector is called a liquid chromatogram. In principle, LC and HPLC but the same way except the speed, efficiency, sensitivity and the each of operation of HPLC is vastly superior. Solvent delivery system. The mobile phase in HPLC refers to the solvent being continuously applied to the column or stationary phase. The mobile phase acts as a carrier to the sample solution. A sample solution is injected into the mobile phase of an assay through the injected port. As a sample solution flows through a column with the mobile phase, the components of the solution migrate according to the non-covalent interaction of the compound with the column. Pumps. The role of pump is to force a liquid called a mobile phase through the liquid chromatograph at a specific flow rate expressed in milliliters per minute. Normal flow rates in HPLC are in a 1 to 2 ml per minute range. Typical pumps can reach pressures in the range of 6,000 to 9,000 psi, 400 to 600 bar. During the chromatographic experiment, a pump can deliver a constant mobile phase composition or an increasing mobile phase composition gradient. Column. Consider the heart of the chromatograph. The column stationary phase separates the sample components of interest using various physical and chemical parameters. It is usually made of a stainless steel to withstand high pressure caused by the pump to move the mobile phase through the column packing. Other material include a peak and glass. The small particles inside the column are called the packing, what cause the high back pressure at normal flow rates. Column packing is usually silica gel because of its particle shape, surface properties, and pore structure give us a good separation. Guard column is used to remove particular matter and contamination. It protect the analytical column and contains similar packing. Its temperature is controlled at less than 150 degrees Celsius, 0.1 degree Celsius. Thank you.